Hey everyone, this is Lucid. Welcome back. We are going to be doing the first of the actual episodes with turns in them for Lemuria. And yeah, let's see where we start off. So we are on the island, which is where I always spawn. If there were only land nations, starting on the island would be freaking awesome, because I would expand into the water. But let's go through the nations in the game real quick. We've got humans. Not too terrifying for me. We've got Agartha. LA Agartha is really strong. They definitely have some stuff that would work pretty damn well against me, like they can do fire elementals. And Skelly Spam is okay against ghosts, but not great. And then their super combatants would be pretty nasty. I can't remember if they're undead. If they're undead, I could charm them. Alright, no, they're sacred too, so I could definitely charm them. Yeah, I'm not... As these guys, you're not super worried about sacred rushes, though you're a little worried. I don't really have a strategy for going for consoles, but we'll talk about that. Abyssia... Probably don't want to fight these guys. I would be good against them really early until they have fire elementals, and then I would be pretty horrible against them for a good long while. Calum, I'm pretty horrible against them. They have magic weapons, and they're very good at sieging my forts, which are kind of the things that I need. So, not looking to fight them. Midgard, it depends. I would be kind of good against these guys early. It depends what bless they go for. And then, yeah, once they get there, they have a fair amount of astral mages, which are going to be very punishing. Same thing with Utgard. Utgard is pretty... They have pretty damn good communions. They have death and astral on their Sithonas, or however you say it, or whatever they're called. I don't really remember exactly, but they're astral, death, nature, I want to say. And so anyway, they can communion up and do dust to dust or other nasty things even later. So not super excited about fighting them. And finally we have Ryla, who is actually probably Ryla and Man I'm probably best against. But it means I can't really expand into this lake. And then shitty map movement and stuff, and generally how people spawn on the map. When you're on the island, it's really hard to expand quickly. So it's kind of the worst starting spot. I can try to go in the lake with Ryla, and I might attack him. He's going to be my best matchup, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really excited about the starting position. I'd rather be there, too. Like, this would be way better. But this is just such a shitty spot. It's such a shitty spot. Like, here, at least, I can kind of expand out quickly. But, like, here, it takes me so many turns just to, like, get to the second island, or to get down here, or, like, to get off the island, it takes forever. And I can try to expand this way, but there's almost always somebody that spawns, like, over here, or somewhere here, who's probably going to try to get to this junction point before me. So we'll see. This is a shitty spot. I hate starting on the island. It used to be worse. There used to not be a bridge here, and when you're on the island, you were like totally isolated. It was horrible. But with Dominions 5, they updated it so there's a bridge, and it's a little less shitty with some of the road networks, but it's pretty bad. So we start with this dude who's pretty awesome. He's going to go ahead and start reviving Centurions. This guy's going to become a prophet. And, yeah, that's basically it. Next turn. So we have a message from Midgard. Good luck and have fun, everyone. And we have a Centurion. So this guy, I think we're going to set to making apparitions. You could have him go with your first army and expand. I would rather just have him sit here and make fear units. We're gonna have these guys run in and attack. Should work. Light cavalry are kind of, and this has heavy cav. These guys aren't going to route, so I don't really want to fight people who aren't going to route. I could go here. This might be the better of the moves. But I kind of want to rush out this way and open up an expansion path. This is my easy, like from starting here, this is my easiest way to break out of the island. Otherwise, I'm going to have to break out here, which is like 4 moves away from my capital. Or this way, which is like three moves away from my capital. So it's going to be tough. Yeah. But this isn't a great province to go into, so we'll see. Hopefully this expansion works, but it totally could fail, and I'm definitely going to take some attrition. The way you script these guys is some variety of hold and attack on your leader. It is important he goes into combat, and it's nice too if he picks up some of the archer fire, because the archers really are not going to hurt him. So I do like to put him kind of in the front with like a hold and attack. He can often handle like one wave of being attacked, like even by things like heavy cav, though heavy cav will sometimes kill him. But he can't handle long exposure to many attacks on all sides. So anyway, it's important these guys follow around him. Fire closest is the order I normally give them. Hopefully this works, though we will see. And we're going to be getting a Lemur Acolyte this turn. And that can slow my expansion down a little bit, because I would kind of want to get a Centurion this turn. But I'm going to go ahead and get a Lemur Acolyte so this guy can potentially do other things like research, while my Acolyte starts summoning my Centurions. Not sure if this is optimal. Especially with this easy expansion right here, I might should have gotten a Centurion this turn and then an Acolyte the next, but we'll see. So that was turn... Oh wait, this turn we'll talk about research priorities too. So we have a battle. Excuse me. That's a lot of heavy cav. I don't really like that. And then my Centurion missed the heavy cav. So this is actually like a really bad recipe. Like the fact that... Okay, I got lucky and they routed. But it's highly likely he gets killed here. Okay, so I got really unlucky with how they were moving around, and then I got lucky. And so here we are. I kind of want to go with this. This is going to be, again, a risky expansion. Might not take it. But the pressure is really on, and it's kind of an interesting province here. Queen Andromeda, the Wailing Lady. Very interesting. We'll be careful about what we send there. So Ryla hasn't started right next to us. That's kind of good. I don't see his Dominion yet. We're going to go over here. The other thing with Ryla is my Immortal units are really good at raiding and things like that, but not against Ryla because they'll get insane, which is for life. So even though they're immortal, it's not going to help me much if they are batshit crazy. Though with some of my lesser undead, they can become prophets, and having prophets, like holy 3 dudes on my my little shitty mages, it would not be horrible even if they were batshit crazy. I could set them to reanimating cool stuff. Okay, so we're getting a Centurion this time. We're getting 2 Centurions, and that will hopefully help make up for our crappy expansion. And then we can then send them over somewhere in here. This does not look super fun to go into. But that's basically it. In terms of research, we're basically going to be running up Evocation. My first goal, I don't care about anything until I get Evocation 5. There is some kind of other cool stuff you can do, like you get Leeching Darkness from Thaumaturgy, which is actually a pretty damn good spell. Lingering 3, 6 armor piercing, area of effect 3. When my god casts this would be pretty huge, because she's Death 7, so she would overcast it with a lot, and it becomes good. Enchantment also has nice stuff if I get all the way up to 6, because then I get Rigor Mortis, which is pretty huge. But yeah, basically I want Shadow Blast and Wind of Death, and Cloud of Death and Stygian Rain. I want all these. These are super duper good. I also get some kind of cool stuff with nature. Like I get Sleeping Cloud and Breath of the Dragon, which is pretty good. And then I also get... Oh wait, where the hell is Foul Vapors? Oh, it's an enchantment too. So enchantments also because I get Foul Vapors. I can't cast this on my god, but if I waltz into a bunch of water gems, I can potentially get there. So, anyway, but Shadow Blast is my first priority, because then I can punish large armies that want to siege down my forts. So it's important you have a way to do that early. Okay. And we have some gold, so we need to be getting... we need to start building our first fort. I can't quite do that yet. I don't really have any units. I need to get a commander. I really should have probably gotten one of these guys this turn. I don't have enough resources, though. So not totally sure. I probably should have done that. Because next turn I might have enough... I'll probably have enough money to start building a fort. It's probably a misplay. Okay. So that's that turn, and we are steaming along, so I think we're on turn 4 now. Here's our battle here, where... So this is risky. They have a Preacher, too, so a Preacher is really going to hurt. I have to rout these guys pretty quickly, because under banishment, I'm going to lose a lot of my stuff. Oh, and my hero dude died, and then that was the end of us. So this battle replay isn't right, because it definitely had my hero dying. But apparently he lived, and we won, so... it's always nice when you win, even though the battle replay says you lost. Typically, if the battle replay is wrong, it's usually worse. And we'll try to take this. This is an easy province. I'd love to have the Hoburg crossbows. That would be really clutch. But unfortunately, I can't take them. So this would kind of be my attempt at that. I would really like that, but I just... the odds of me taking that are like 5%. So this guy's gonna come here. He's gonna build my my fortress. This guy is going to... Now, I didn't do a full army because I thought I could take it pretty easy. I might should have done more. This could be a little tricky. Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to go here, and then hopefully I can path up to some higher income provinces. I'm less excited about the mountains. I don't need resources. I need money. That said, this one has shit income. This one has better. But it gives me access, better access to some of the higher income provinces, so that's the plan. We're going to be doing 2 Centurions a turn, so that I can have reasonable expansion. If I don't even get enough free spawn, I can use 2 Centurions to expand on their own, and they're pretty damn effective. So that is the plan. Next turn, I will be building my temple, which is turn 5, right? Or was I just on turn 5? Nope. Okay, so... here's my expansion into these guys, which hopefully we are successful. Okay. We seem to be pretty effective there. That was about as good as you could hope for. They have another priest. I'm getting really unlucky with priests here. So I actually lost that. Well, in the actual battle report, I won, which is odd. But we have run into Utgard. And what do they have? Is this his prophet? No, it's just the H1 dude. But he is going to bless them, and they have a... Okay, they don't have any blessing yet. I think that must come online later. But he is banishing my dudes, and I don't like that at all. And these guys are pretty solid. They're just way better troops. Okay, and then my guy died. Yeah, so we got kind of butchered there. We killed some of his game herding, so that's nice. That's about 150 gold, and this is about 30 gold. So About 200 gold to damage, but I lost my Centurion, so I don't really like that very much. This guy's gonna come here and take over the palisade building duties, but I wanted to get this guy instead of the more expensive and higher resource mounted commander, but palisades are under construction here. Meanwhile, oh, we also got a cool item from killing one of these guys. We got a fairy in a bottle, which is, if you get my mod, the Lucid's Thematic Gem Gen, this is one of the items. It's a nature air crosspath item that gives you air gems and nature gems. And kind of thematically she lowers your morale because she's begging you to get out of it all the time. So anyway, this is a pretty good item. My Pretender God will actually be able to use it kind of well, since he will have the nature, air, both. It'll have both those paths. Okay, and we're going to attack here. We should take this pretty easily. Heavy Cav are a little scary. They're less scary for Lemuria than other nations, but I don't really have enough troops. This guy is going to come up here. I'm hoping that Utgard can't really expand after I killed a bunch of his dudes, especially into something like this. So I want to take this army up here, and then this army should be able to kill these guys. That's kind of the plan. Though I definitely could lose, because every province I attack has priests in it, which is my luck. We're going to be getting more apparitions, but this really hurts. Like, having a failed expansion party, that is going to hurt a lot. And I'm thinking he might attack too, so I did a little bit of a PD dump. Because when you're playing Lemuria, sometimes you just get, like, turn 1 attacked. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. In terms of casting, we're getting more apparitions. We're getting a Lemur Centurion, and we're saving up here. So he's researching. Instead of getting another Centurion, we're saving up. I'm going to get another Acolyte. Yeah. Because I want to start getting my little research party going. And that is the end of this turn. On from my next turn. We are turn 6 now. So here we go. This is our little battle, which hopefully is successful. So you can Lemuria is actually pretty damn good at expanding. Especially this thing where you have 2 centaurs. I mean, 2 centurions. They cause routes really fast. Especially with these guys here too. They also have fear aura, but they die really fatly. Once you can get some really good battlefield spells up, like if you ever get any of the late game protection spells, and you can put it on your apparitions so they don't just die in combat super fast, they are actually pretty damn terrifying. Especially if you're dropping Wailing Winds. I mean, you can get so much fear on the battlefield, it's crazy. So these guys, we're going to try running into here, and you would say, okay, we're not going to make it versus these heavy cav, but I have 2 Centurions and 2 of these guys, so I'm going to have 4 fear auras, which tends to be pretty freaking effective. So we'll probably lose all our troops, but hopefully our Centurions will carry the day. And then we've got this guy who's going to come and expand here, and this should be work pretty well. This is kind of the strat. I've got 2 of these guys in the back. They will usually filter into right behind them, and my Centurion will be right there on the front line. So this will probably be pretty effective. And we can see that I think he got... Yeah, so Utgard got some fishermen, which helped him expand. Which is unfortunate for me. He must have had this province too, and then recruited on the same turn, because you can't, like, win them on the same turn you attack with them. So, weird. I don't know. He must have got them there. I don't know how that happened. Anyway. But now we're in this shitty thing where I don't want him to take this. I really want this badly. Now, I could have gone here too and tried to bump with this guy, and that might have been the better move. Because Ryla is one of my possible early war targets, and I would rather... If I have the ocean, then I have a good shot at winning the game. If I just then pinned into this island, it's going to be a fucking struggle. So Yeah, we're gonna go here and try it. We're gonna roll the dice. Hopefully he attacks this first and loses a bunch of troops, and then I attack him and win. That's my plan. But if karma exists, or the kind of luck I normally have in these games, I'm gonna attack first and lose a bunch of troops, and he's gonna attack me. We'll see. So in terms of casting, we're getting an Acolyte here, and this guy is... I have him calling spirits. He really should research. I don't know why he's going to call spirits, but... we're 3 turns away, so it's not time yet to send somebody over here to start this business. My income is really bad. Normally you want to expand faster than this into higher income provinces and have more money, but I have no money. So this actually is like a really bad start for Lemuria. I can normally get to like 25 or something provinces in the first year, and there's no way I'm going to do it with this start. Part of it was losing an expansion party in this bump. Another part is having the shitty location. Yeah. So, we'll see. Anyway. I do have him on call spirits, though. But he probably should research. We're getting another Acolyte, or he should probably make a Centurion for me. That's probably what he should do. But we'll see. So that is this turn, and that's probably the end of this episode. Next turn, we'll see how this expansion goes, and this one, and this one. And hopefully I can get this island pretty quickly before my freaking Dominion kills all the people in it. And ideally, you know, maybe I can get a stake up here in this island. I need to get off this freaking island, is basically the bottom line. If I'm totally pinned in, it's going to be bad news bears. So, thanks everyone for watching, and see you next episode.